So when you hear the term intentional, what comes to mind? Planned, deliberate, conscious thought, meant to be. Say it again. Okay, good for you. Now, is there a difference between having an intention, intending to do something, and being intentional in the way you do it?
Absolutely.
Okay, so tell us.
Intending to do something, you can be intending to do something for the rest of your life.
Right?
But when you do something with intention, you're already in that planning stage, you're moving forward, and there's action.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to fine tune, and part of this whole process is fine tune language. And we're going to talk a little bit more about how powerful language is. Doing things, having an intention, doing something with an intention, and being intentional when you do it are all slightly different. Okay? So having an intent is, how many of us have had an intent to do something for a long time and never did it? Okay? Right? So you know where the road leads with, you know, a bunch of intention. So we want to take the whole concept of intention and intent and put it over here for a second and say, what is being intentional? Because you're going to have intentions and not be intentional. Right? Can you see that?
Yes.
Right. So do we want to do things with intention, or do we want to be intentional? We want to be intentional. And intentional has these three components. One, you're doing things that are outcome focused. Now, what's that concept mean? Outcome focused. You got a goal in mind, okay? Say it again. There's a result that you thought about. Okay? So here's the key about outcome focused. If you don't know where you're going, how do you know how to get there? Okay? You don't know where to get you. Right? Yes, right. So outcome focused is, if we're going to be intentional, we see what we want. We see that outcome before we ever start doing something. Because that outcome is going to dictate what we do in order to get there. So outcome focus is the first thing. Second thing is that we do things with a purpose and on purpose. So what's the slight difference between doing things with a purpose and doing things on purpose? Good answer. Who's got the answer?
Purpose.
Okay, good.
When you do something on purpose, you intend to do it. You plan on doing it. You're going to do it.
All right. Yeah, good for you. Okay. Very good. And the on-purpose side is you do it deliberately until it's done. That's what the on-purpose side is. You know what you want to do, and you do it deliberately through a process until it's done. Now, what's the with purpose? The with purpose is you have a reason for doing what you do. And here's something to put on the aha page if it is an aha for you. If you don't know why you're doing something, don't do it.
But it's a shot in the context, I was all fired out.
Okay? Now, we're going to come to that concept called a reaction-response situation. So you're ahead of me again, and I'll tell you later for that. But, so the with purpose part is I know and have a reason for doing it. The reason is going to help me get my outcome, and I'm going to do it deliberately through a process in order to get there. Does that make sense? That's what being intentional is.